All right. I'm here to tell you guys about the history of Nigeria. Here is the strongest man in Nigeria, the first strongest man in Nigeria. His name is Power Mike. He's from an Igbo land, Anambra State precisely. And here we have the first man to be a battle pusher in Nigeria. His name is Odumegwu. Odumegwu. He's an Igbo man. You understand me? So he's the first man to be a battle pusher. Let's keep moving. And here we have Lucifer, the first girl to graduate in the history of Nigeria, but he ended up being a POS. He's from Delta State, Ugeli. Let's keep moving. Yes. And here we have the first Ebola that came to Nigeria. Here is it. The first Ebola that came to Nigeria. And this is the hand of the man that hold it. But he later die, but the hand survived. Let's keep moving. And here we have the first man that spanked Nyash in the history of Nigeria. His name is I don't even know the guy's name, but he's the first guy to spank Nyash. Very bad boy. And he's from Delta State. Benin boys, now them did it. And here we have the first lady that gave birth, but she did not like the baby. I raised it up and be like, God, why did you give me the child? I don't want it. I end up throwing the baby. Here is it. It's from Rivers State. See here. And here is the first man in the history of Nigeria to beg. He used his son to beg in Nigeria. See here. This is his son and this is him. He's from Nasarawa State. An Hausa man. And here we have the first man to be a mess. Here you have the first man to be a betrayer. Here we have the first man to be a betrayer in Nigeria, in the history of Nigeria. The first man to be to serve mercy, to serve mercy. His name is Ike Egwukwo. He's from Nigeria. And here we have the first man to shit in the bush. Look at how he's enjoying it. See him. In the history of Nigeria, the first man to shit in the bush. His name is Dinta. He's from Igbo land. That's it. And here we have the first man to smoke koros in the history of Nigeria. His name is Ogene Cyprus. The first man to smoke koros in the history of Nigeria. See here, Ogene Cyprus. Let's keep moving. And here we have in the history of Nigeria, here is the first woman to hawk in the street with her children, and also she's pregnant. Her name is Njideka, a Nigerian woman, an Igbo woman. Let's keep moving. And here we have in the history of Nigeria, we have Pawan Tapa. His name is Osofia. Osofia is a Pawan Tapa in the history of Nigeria. The first man to be a Pawan Tapa. See here. And here we have the first young boy to thief, to be a armed robber in the history of Nigeria. His name is Deliwa Mama. Now, wow. And here we have in the history of Nigeria, here we have the first person to wash hand when Ebola came to Nigeria. The first person to wash hand in Nigeria. His name is Sawowa. Yes. And here we have the first man to dance in the music of Teresa Onuola. His name is Akede. The first man to dance in Teresa Onuola music. His name is Akede. Yes. Another places, I don't want to go there. Let's keep moving. The last but not the least. The least but not the last. Here we have a wonderful woman in the history of Africa that Odomwa, let's keep moving. I don't even know what she did. And here we have the first slave mama. This first slave mama in Africa. His name is James Brown. The first slave mama in Africa. He did BBL. Bless no come out. But Nyash come out. His name is this thing. And here we have come here, camera, come here. Show this woman. And here we have the first lady in the history of Africa. His name is Nneka. The first lady to put mouth or waiting no concern her. They beat am. See am here. His name is Nneka. Let's keep moving. And here is the first man to be a drunkard in the history of Nigeria. His name is Ikenna. The first man to be a drunkard in the history of Nigeria. See am here. And here is the first man to be a basketballer, a basketballer in the history of Nigeria. He's from Delta State, Asaba. I don't know his name, but the guy did well. Let's keep moving. This is the first Rolls Royce that came to Nigeria. But they used to carry Queen Elizabeth, but guess what? Just keep guessing. You get it. Let's keep moving. And here we have the first son that ran away from his father, and his father pursues him, and the lapa of his father now removed. This is the boy, and this is the father. The father is holding Ken, but the Ken have broken. Let's keep moving. The last but not the least. Here we have the first people in the history of Nigeria when there is no water in Nigeria. This is the first people to discover water in Nigeria. His name is, I don't know their name, but in the history of Odomwa, let's keep moving. This is the head of, in the history of Nigeria, this is the first man to give head. That is why the head is big. Here. This is the first man to give head in the history of Nigeria. That is why his head is big. This in the history of Nigeria. This is Moses. When Moses came to Nigeria, when he turned water, when he when he dropped the 10 commandments and left. In fact, I don't even, let's go. Odomwa. In the history of Nigeria, that is. I'm tired. Thank you for watching. See you next Friday. Stay tuned and Odomwa.